So you bought a gun. Now what do you do? Okay, so you bought a gun. Now the first thing we're going to cover is these. The 4 rules of gun safety. Treat every firearm as if it is loaded. Never point a gun at something you are not willing to destroy. Keep your finger off the trigger until you are ready to shoot. Be sure of your target and what is beyond your target. So those are the 4 rules of gun safety. I'm not going to get in depth into explaining them. You can go look online, find out about them. But that is your holy Bible of what you want to do when you're handling a firearm. Okay, so other than the 4 rules of gun safety, let me welcome all you new gun owners to the family. That is, if you're in a state where you could actually get one. When the world went to hell, people went out, wanted to buy them. In my home state of Illinois, if you didn't have your firearm owner's identification card, you couldn't buy any of this. Not a one. You couldn't go get yourself a shotgun. You couldn't get a lever gun. Certainly not going to get a pistol. And even if you did have your FOID, you've got a 3-day wait on everything in Illinois. California is worse. New Jersey, New York, Massachusetts, all worse. Even here in my state of North Carolina, when it went to hell, if I wanted to go out and get one of these, I'd better have either my concealed carry license or I'd better have a pistol purchase permit, which is a Jim Crow law from 1919 to make sure you're of good moral character to own a pistol. And guess what? The sheriff stopped doing in a lot of places once the world went to hell because they didn't want the contact with people to give them their pistol purchase permits. So, if you're new and were able to get one, welcome, congratulations. If you wanted to go out and get one, I'm sorry. Hopefully you got through whatever process is in your area and were eventually able to get out there and get one. So as you can see, I've got a bunch of stuff here on the table. Just going to give you a real quick once over on most of this stuff. Try and get you a little more familiar as a new gun owner. Now, one of the first things you're going to want to do, other than go out and get some training, whether it's a concealed carry course or it's the NRA basic pistol course or it's a hunter safety course, go out and get yourself some kind of cleaning kit because you're going to need to maintain anything you've bought. This is a nice one. This is from Allen Company and it's pistol specific. So it's got the short cleaning rods, but it comes with some patches in there. It comes with your brass brushes, your holders for your cleaning patches. The handle gives you a little bit of extra space, and it's all in a nice little kit. You can find a link to this in the description below where you'll find most of this stuff. You've got the longer rod here for long guns. Get yourself some brushes for getting into hard to reach areas, some extra patches, you'll want these, some kind of cleaning and lubricating solution. Now whether you choose Hoppy's number 9 or something like this, which is an all-in-one, get yourself some kind of cleaning solution. Get a bore snake specific to your caliber. Now this is a 9mm bore snake. Works for a 9mm barrel, and how these work is once you've got your barrel out, you feed it through there. You've got some cleaning solution in there, and then you just pull this through the barrel, and it's got kind of an all-in-one thing. It's got some brass bristles on there, and then the bore snake itself will follow through and clean out the barrel.
Hey there, you enjoying this video as much as I am? Well, if you are, do some things for me, please. Would you like this video? Share it on your favorite social media, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment for the creator. If you would do that, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.
Now we'll look at some of the specific things that you may have gone out and gotten. If you're really looking for something, I imagine a lot of people wound up with something like this, a pump action shotgun. This is a Mossberg, has a tang safety up there, and what you do is you load the shells in here, and then you work your action in between shots. pull the trigger, it goes boom. This is a lever action. This one is a Marlin, has a red dot on it. These load through the side loading gate there, and you work the lever to load your cartridge, pull the trigger, it goes boom. There's something a lot of people might have ended up with. This is a polymer framed striker fired gun. This is a Sig Sauer P320. This one holds 17 rounds of 9mm plus one in the chamber. Has night sights on it, so at night the little dots on there glow, so you can acquire your sights in the dark. This is a revolver. This one is a Colt King Cobra target. Also, the reason you want to get one of these lead remover cloths, because stainless steel revolvers put a lot of fouling on the cylinder here. These take it off amazingly. This is a Sig Sauer P226. This is an all metal gun, hammer fired. So this one you can carry with the hammer down. You're going to have a longer, heavier trigger pull on that first one. The next round we'll cycle it, and you'll have a much shorter, much lighter trigger pull on any additional rounds. Now this one is a 1911. These are always single action. So if the hammer is down on this one, pulling the trigger will do you nothing. This one has to have the hammer back, and then you can pull the trigger. And then the next, once that fires, it will cycle. The trigger will be back down. These are meant to be carried cocked and locked, which means you have the hammer cocked and you have your safety up. So when you pull these out, if you need them for defensive use, you will take that safety off and pull the trigger. And these typically come with a pretty light trigger, not something I'd suggest for a first-time gun owner. I would go with something that is a double action, single action, something that is striker fired, which has a trigger that's going to be in between the single action and the double action. It's going to be a little heavier than the single. It's going to be a little lighter than the double action. It's going to give you enough resistance so that you know it's there before you pull it. Or you can go with the revolver, which is also, most of them are double action. So you will get the same trigger pull on every one, unless you cock the hammer first, in which case then it will be a single action trigger. All right, so there was my not so quick introduction to new gun owners. I know I covered a lot of stuff. You can always rewind it, take a look if you saw something that you want to check out again. There's a lot of people putting out a lot of great information on just about anything you could want to look up for firearms. So look around, find them. A lot of the guys that are in my suggested channels, they're putting out great content. Check them out, and we'll see you on the next one.